through the window. I thought I saw you with another man, and you were holding hands. Yeah, you were holding hands. You were holding hands. Our two souls were united. Oh, united. Now you two are an item. Oh, an item. You were holding hands. Yeah, you were holding hands. You were holding hands. You were holding hands. Yeah, holding hands.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? What has been going on since this morning in your lives? I do need to announce over on Discord that we have gone live because, you know, it's the nice thing to do, am I right? So let's do that. Maybe. If I can find my Discord, but it's fine. So lunchtime went lunchy. Hi Astana, how are you doing? We had lunch. I fixed a cheese toasty with Mexican spicy cheese and applewood cheddar cheese. So it was a good lunch. It was very tasty. Astana, you're in the middle of class, but it's all right. It's a break. Oh, fantastic. As long as you know, you don't have to pay attention too much. Breaks are good. What class are you taking, if you don't mind me asking? So, while we were gone, over the 2 hour break, hold on, I'm typing in here. There we go. But yes, I need to start putting links into the Discord announcements. It's fine. I'll do it later. Astana, you're doing English syntax and argumentation. Ooh, that. I mean, it sounds interesting, but it's given me flashbacks back to my high school and college English classes. As in, like, English language, you know, grammar classes. And yeah, they were always my least favorite classes. I hated the grammar portion of my English classes. Just absolutely hated it. I think maybe because it was so boring. The teachers that I had could put you to sleep. And I mean, I know it's, you know, it's kind of boring to begin with, but there you go. Opting, hello. What if you open my stream but you don't do any work because you're a rebel? Be a rebel, Opting. You can be a rebel if you really want to. Wait, is it being a rebel if you have permission to be a rebel? I think that's the question of the day. Asana, it's nerdy. It's going into depths of clauses. Ooh, okay, okay. See, nerdy, I can get behind. Hopefully, though, your teacher makes things interesting for you. Like I said, my teachers, I struggled. I absolutely struggled to stay awake. So bad. How you doing, Opting? You all right? So quick, um, because we want to get into work, sooner than later. Um, quick rundown of everything. So this is a co-streaming. I keep saying co-streaming. This is a co-working slash co-studying stream, and what that means is we work. All right. So seriously, 20 minutes now. Most co-work streams do like 50 minutes of work and 10 minutes of chat. I do 20 minutes of work and 20 minutes of chat. And the reason is because I am one of those people with low spoons. Okay? The way that my brain works is if I have to concentrate for more than 20 to 30 minutes on one thing, I get fuzzy brain syndrome. Okay, so I have to take regular breaks plus the amount of liquids that I consume every 20 minutes. I can easily go through an entire glass of whatever in 20 minutes. So the amount of stuff that I drink means I need to take regular breaks anyway. So 20 minutes of study or work and 20 minutes of chatting and relaxing just to get that fuzzy brain syndrome to go away. I really need to cut my hair, but it's okay. I'll do that later today. So anyway, that's what we're doing. Opting, you're looking at me look at me embracing the precepts of anarchism. Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Opting 2020 is how you do it as well. That said, today is mostly going to be a lurk for you. No worries. Lurk. You know what what my feelings are about lurkers. You lurk away if that's what you need to do. But yes. So hold on. I got an itch. I hate having itchy arms. Oh, the problem with me is when I start itchy, I get itchy, and when I start getting itchy, I start scratching, and I'll once I start scratching, the itches like rove, and sooner or later, I'm literally just scratching all over. So I try not to scratch, even if I itch. I try not to scratch, and I'm digressing. It's fine. So yes, let me go into the co-working screen, and here is the list. So we've got the current list of things that we are doing. Actually, you know what? Let me just pull this over so I can see. Yeah, so here we've got the current list of what we're doing. This is our main list. This right here is my tasks. So this is currently, specifically what I'm doing. Then over here, on the left is all of the. I love how you can see through this, so I can point at it. These are all of your commands. So if you want some general help, it's !suite, and the bot will help you out. So I'll just show you on that. There we go. So that is so the simplest way to do it is !task, and then whatever task you need to do, and then when you're done, you type !done, and that's it. And if you want a little bit more detail, you can type this one, and that gives you a little bit more detail on, that's the more expansive list, so that you can tailor your to-do list a little bit better, and so on. So you can also set your pronouns on this. I found this out earlier. You can set your pronouns or your location and a few other things by typing in remember space, and then whatever you want it to remember. So, for example, you can say exclamation mark remember space pronouns space he him, if those are your pronouns or whatever your pronouns are, and it will remember what your pronouns are. But like, for example, if I want to, there you go, Optine. Well done. Optine showing everyone how it's done. Okay, so it's country, not location. It's country. Hi, Augie. So yeah, you can do, as Super Sweet Bot just said, food, country, pronouns, pet, and astrology. So there you go. And then if you want to figure out someone, nope, your astrology is nope. There you are. But yeah, there's a way to do it for to show people what your pronouns are if you want to know what someone's pronouns are as well. So I believe that is, hold on, I'm gonna have to look this one up because my brain is not remembering things. So let me just find this. To show someone else's, it is ask, exclamation mark ask followed by the key, so pronouns, for example, then space, then user. So if you want to know, Augie, your pronoun is Jedi Master. I think that's your title. Unfortunately, it doesn't do title. But yeah, so if you want to know, for example, oh, hi Augie on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to know your someone else's pronouns, for example, then it is, I've got to type this in, ask pronouns. Then let's do opting. There we go. So yeah, I found that out earlier about Super Sweet Bot's pronoun capability. So I just think it's a neat little option. So yeah, we do 2020, 20 minutes of study, 20 minutes of chill out time. Opting this bot is super sweet. I like it. I like it. I'm having to pay for it though. It's $5 a month that I'm having to pay for it. So, but it is literally the why isn't the lurk command working? Oh, I know why. It's because you did it after you spoke. But yeah, this is literally the only bot that I've been able to find. I'm sure there are others, but when I do a search for co-working bot or co-study bot, this is literally the only one that shows up in search. So I have found a few others, like I think what is it? There's a few bots out there that you can program to do stuff like this. What Super Sweet Bot does, but yeah, it's I that stuff is so far above my head. I don't even know where to begin with that stuff. So with Super Sweet Bot, you pay and you get the overlays, you get the everything pre-programmed. So I don't mind paying. Especially if it helps you all out. So, and it's so far helping me out as well because I've already done 2 tasks today. Look at that. From this morning's stream. I've done 2 things off my to-do list. Normally, I'm lucky if I get 1 thing on my to-do list done. So I'm doing really well. Also, during our break, I found these coasters that was given to me, I think either for my birthday or Christmas. I want to say it was my birthday. But they're little, look at this. They're little records, little 45 RPs, I believe, is what they're meant to be. Little 45 RPM records. They're not real records, but they're just coasters. But they are puns. So like this one is Spectrum Records, Tea Time, Don't Spill This by the Nostalgics. And then we've got Rest on Me. And finally, Too Hot to Handle. I've got 3 other ones, but they're currently being used, so I can't show you those. But I like them. Augie, you're getting a few bits done. Had a great delivery. Nice. Glad that you're getting stuff done. And what was the delivery, if you don't mind me asking? On our next break, we are on our after our first work time. By the way, I found the things I wanted to show you. So if you were here in the morning stream, I mentioned things that we had found up in the attic. So I found them. My housemate had put them in a box. So I'll show you those things throughout the afternoon. Augie, you got a small vacuum flask that has a thermometer built into the lid. Oh, that's cool. So you can tell what you'll be able to tell how warm your drink is still or how cold it is. That is cool. I like that. That is geeky. That's extremely geeky, and I am personally all here for it. I like geeky stuff. It's so good. Yeah, I can believe that because I mean, no one wants, like I said earlier when I was drinking a cup of tea, no one wants to take a big swig of tea expecting it to be warm and it being like tepid or cold. So at least with your flask now, you'll be able to tell before you take a drink. It'll save you from gagging from cold tea. There you go. You can frame it that way. Also, during the break, I mentioned am I a little bit more lit up? How's the lighting situation? Has it improved since this morning? Because I mentioned to my housemate that I was struggling with the lighting situation in here, and he's like, "Oh wait, I've got a ring light that I've been using in my DIY space," and he's like, "I don't really need it because I've got myself up another light. Would you like to have it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we'll see if it works." Augie, the thermometer is a smart screen thermometer as well. Oh, that's extremely geeky. I like it. I have weird rings in my glasses lens. I do, yeah. That's the ring light. I do apologize. That's the only problem with wearing glasses is if you have a light in front of you, it does reflect in the glasses. But yeah, I think my face is a bit lit up a little bit better. So hopefully, hopefully it's good. It'll do me anyway until I can get it all properly sorted. I want a proper I want some LEDs in front of me, so like maybe backlighting my monitor, and it'll work to help light my face a little bit better. Plus, once I get some lights, proper spotlights in the ceiling, then for the ceiling light, it'll hopefully help as well. So all that stuff. But yeah. So there's that. What else have I done? I have put a couple of new channel point redemptions down on Twitch. So I've had a busy lunch break. But yeah, I've got a couple of new channel point redemptions down below. I would like to add more. So I'm actually, thank you for the hydrate, Augie. Let me switch things around there. There we go. There we are. So yeah, we've got the new ones that we currently have is first, not first, but I'm here early, and I'm here high. So the first, only one person per stream can redeem that. The not first but here early, 2 people can redeem that. And the I am here high can be redeemed by anyone once per stream. But those are the 3 new channel point redemptions. I want to add more, so I am going to actually make a later task to add Twitch point redemptions. How do you spell redemption? There we go. So I've got that going. Um, I think that's it. I think I've caught you up from earlier. So we've been chatting now for 20 minutes. My body is like, Muir, you need to go to the toilet again. But I don't believe my body today, so we're going to ignore that. So instead, I'm gonna set the timer for 20 minutes, and we're gonna get to work. Are we ready for this? I think we are. My first task for this afternoon is to update my card website. Um, my card website is, I like it. It is a bit outdated though, so it's the Coffee Crew website. It is our official website basically for this community. Y'all had no idea that we had an official website, did you? We do, and my fault that none of you all know about it. I do need to put the website link like in the in the panels below the live stream. You know, I really do. Augie, you're never ready for work. Me neither, to be honest. I could just easily and happily sit here and chat with you all for like an hour or 2 hours without getting any work done. But no, this is a work stream, and I've got a lot of work to do. So yes, we will do all of that. we are gonna get things done. I am 100% gonna get things done. Okay, that's the idea. So let's do a timer, and we will do 2020, and let's start. Just as a reminder to you all, while we are in focus mode, I do mute my microphone so that you all can hear the music without hearing my insane and inane ramblings about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and why my computer won't work. So there you go. Ooh, that was close. I literally just hit the publish button on our card website just as the timer went off. So I've that was really good. Hi Tracker, how are you doing? Glad to see ya. Right, let me mark that as done. There we are. And we'll do the next one is coursework, and we'll do that after the break. But how was your afternoon going, Tracker? You doing all right? So, um, I'm gonna take a very brief break. Tracker, you're doing not too bad. All customer-facing meetings done, so you're updating a project plan. Nice. Sounds like you're being productive as well. Productivity is good. We like getting admin work done and tasks done and all that stuff, right? 100%. At least I think we do. Could be wrong, but you know, one of those things. Okay, so take a drink of my water, and I'm gonna be right back, my friends. I do need to take a quick comfort break after that, so enjoy the music, and I will be back in a moment with my new. I'm gonna use my new BRB screen. Shocking. Ooh, pretty. Okay, anyway, be right back. I forgot to demute me. It's fine. Tracker, nice BRB. Thank you very much. Thank you very. Yeah, I need to set that. Hold on. Let me go back to BRB and I'll set the mic. There we go. The mic has been set. On my the studio that I use Meld Studio for streaming and recording, and in the audio mixer I can link or unlink things so that I can like have it set for the be right back screen and the starting student screen for my mic to be muted, which is really nice. So I am tempted to do a co-working screen, one with the mic muted and one without, so that all I have to do is tap the correct scene, but it's still only one button press, so that's really not going to save me any hassle. But there you go. Tracker, you've got something similar with Touch Portal, which you use on your iPad. Oh, nice. It's really nice to be able to optimize things like that. And just, you know, set it and forget it. I love it set and forget settings. Just so nice. So I don't know if you all um, had seen this before, but or if you were around for the beginning of the stream, Tracker, you were here for the end of last stream. So during last stream, I mentioned that we had found a lot of stuff up in the attic of this house the other night. So and a lot of it's like old, like when I say old, I mean like 60s, 70s old. Um, Old as far as stuff. Tracker said it and forget it. It's a great quote. Feel free to steal it. Feel free to steal the quote. I won't mind. But yeah, so I found all of the stuff that we had found so far up in the attic that we'd brought down. There's a load of stuff up in this attic. I mean, like boxes and suitcases and odds and ends, and it's just like, what even? Um, no idea why the previous owners of this house left it all. Maybe they didn't realize it was up there because this house has a history. So this house was bought by as far as we know, this house was bought by someone who, a couple when it was first built, and they had kids and they raised their kids in this house, and then they got old and sadly passed away, as you do when you get older. Such is life, unfortunately, but yeah. And when the woman died that used to live here, her kids had to sell the house quick for some reason or another. I don't know their personal details. But yeah, they had to sell the house quick, so they sold it to an investor who honestly just completely ripped them off, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, but the investor left a bunch of stuff up in the attic, and I don't know if they meant to, from the people who lived here before. But yeah, I don't know if they meant to leave it or if they didn't know it was up there or what. But there's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you some of this stuff right now. This is absolutely amazing. So one of the things that was up there is a bunch of old vinyl records, and a lot of them are just like, classical music, orchestral, classical type music, children's songs, musicals like just a few different musicals and stuff. The most interesting one is this one. To me, anyway, this is the most interesting. It's an old Beatles LP. So yeah, this is first. That says that recording first published 1963 on the back, and yeah, I don't know how old this particular record is, but yeah, or if it's worth anything. But this was the most interesting one when I saw it. Tracker, that's 40 pounds new. Seriously. This LP cost 40 quid. So yeah, it's McLeod is the poster inside? Probably not. No, the only thing inside is the LP. I don't think it came with a poster, but I don't know. So let's see, there's the vinyl. It's in good condition. It really is. Tracker, the price of records are through the roof at the moment with people reverting back to physical media. Yeah, I can believe that. And this is, there's a few, I mean, this is the one that caught my eye the most. The other ones are all classical music and stuff like that. But yeah, this, obviously with this being the Beatles, it really caught my interest. Hi, McLeod. How you doing? You doing all right, McLeod? That's the first thing. The second thing is this. I need to clean this up, but look at this. How freaking cool is this? Hold on, I've got it upside down. Look at this. McLeod, you're doing good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, this is an ancient Polaroid camera. it still it still has its instruction manual in the bottom. Tracker, I've got a treasure trove of gems. I know, right? I I have never seen a Polaroid camera this old. You know, one that telescopes out like this. Um, Absolutely amazing. And I am really curious as to, can I get whatchamacallit, can I still get film for this camera? But yeah, it's just really cool. It's filthy. I do need to clean it up because I mean it's been up in the attic for God knows how long. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna put this on my display cupboard, on my display shelves behind me once I get this office done up. Tracker, I'll be able to. It'll more likely be standard 35mm. Yeah, it's it looks like it. It looks like it's standard 35. I have no idea how to open this, to be honest. Please make sure both sides close. Yep, that's the photo bit. Yeah, I have no idea even how to get into this. I'd have to read the instruction manual, but I am curious as to whether or not I can actually take photos with this. Because that would be really cool, you know? So, yeah, there's this. Then there's this. A still in the box, made in England, pocket electronic organ, also known as a stylophone. And it says on the box, here we go, instruction manual and Rolf Harris demonstration record. Now, unfortunately, the instruction manual and the demonstration record is no longer in this box, which is sad because that can you imagine if this still had the demonstration record in it? McLeod, this is about 2 pounds on the car boot. Yeah. But still, you know, my son has a stylophone. He doesn't have a stylophone with the Rolf Harris demonstration record, but then neither do I now, because the record's nowhere to be found. But I am hoping that the record is upstairs in the attic somewhere, because that would just be cool. Tracker, that may be a good thing though that it's not in there. I mean, yeah. Good point. Good point. And then finally, we found some books. We've got the Sixer Annual for all Cub Scouts. Copyright 1975. Ooh, tea. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Housemate just came up. So yeah, we got a sixer Cub Scout manual from 1975 with, you know, um, puzzles, and if you can't fly a plane, fly a kite, stories, just all sorts of things. Then there's a 1978 Club Scout manual. And finally, the 1979 New Scout annual. See, when I said that there was some old stuff upstairs, these books are older than, well, wait. This one is older than I am. The other two are about my age. So there you go. McLeod, interesting. I'm finding this like super interesting because I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to join the Cub Scouts, but my family were Jehovah's Witnesses, and that wasn't allowed in Jehovah's Witnesses. We were not allowed to become scouts. So the fact that we found these is really cool. I mean, there's an article on popular pets. There's the pound and paper clips tabletop trick. There's just all sorts in here. A bit of, history, different wildlife that you can find in a small British town, all stuff like that. Nick Cloud, not older than you. But yeah, there's just all sorts of neat stuff up in that attic, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else is up there. I mean, if that was up there, what else is up there? Hold on, I gotta switch mugs because my housemate came up with a cup of tea. So yeah, I'm really curious as to because we have to clean up the attic. Because the electrician needs to come down to when the electrician does the rewiring of the house, they're going to do a lot of rewiring up in the attic, and so all the stuff that's up there has to be taken down so that they can do their job properly. So we're slowly bringing stuff down and going through it, deciding whether to sell or keep or throw away. There's some old rugs up there as well. And I am tempted, I have to admit, if any of those rugs are in good nick and can be cleaned, I am tempted to keep one for this room if one fits. Because it would fit in with the retro aesthetic that I want to give to this office, So we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you all I'll keep you all abreast of the different things that come out of that attic. So, McLeod, some rugs are worth lots of money as well, yeah. So, I have no idea how we'll find out. We might, I don't know if we'll, auction some off maybe? Maybe send send some to the auction house and see what they think. So, we'll have to see. Anyway, we're 40 seconds away from our next focus time. So, before our break ends, I'm going to dip my Lotus biscuit in my tea and eat it. Because it is very tasty. I love Lotus biscuits, Biscoff. And this is a sandwich cookie. So it's very nice. McLeod be back later. No worries, no worries. I will be here for about another hour. Alright. Let's get that timer going. As soon as the break, there we go. Yep, let's start the next section. Timer 2020. And as a general reminder to you all, 20 minutes of focus time, 20 minutes of chat time, and if you want to add anything of your own to the queue, Start off with exclamation mark task. Tell the bot what your task is, and when you're done with the task, it is exclamation mark done, and the bot will keep track of it for you. Anyway, let's start our next work schedule or work session. Oh yeah, and if you all want to check out the newly updated card webpage, oops, hold on, that's not the one. That's the wrong link. Let me give you the correct link. It is that link. There you go. That is the newly updated Coffee Crew website. Let me know what you think. Anyway, back to work. The break timer started, and I just need to finish this one last bit. Um, and then I'll be able to start the break officially. You know, a little bit better. The only reason why I'm wanting to do this is because I'm literally like typing in the middle of typing a sentence, and if I don't finish it, I'll lose track. So I'm just gonna finish typing this up. Okay, there we go. Right. So how is everyone doing? What have you gotten done? Opting working during the break, scandalous. I know, right? I wholly apologize. Horrible work ethics. Absolutely horrible work ethics there. But it's fine. You know, it'll be fine. So yeah, what did y'all get done during the work session? Anything good? I um It took me a minute because I didn't have anything set up. So it took me like 5 minutes of that 20-minute focus time to actually set up my task. But I have um, finished 3 questions. So that's good. In case you're wondering, if you're curious as to what I'm doing, I am basically I joined up to this class for content creators. It's a content creation class that helps me. It's good. The objective of the course is basically to help me figure out, basically focus what I'm doing on specifics instead of going all over the place, just to give me clarity and focus, which my brain desperately needs clarity and focus. Um, and the course has different workbooks for me to do, and so far I've done the workbooks that I've done are goal setting, avatar, and I'm working on avatar is like who your audience is. Goal setting is the goals that I want from my channels for content creation, and then the channel positioning, which is what I'm currently working on, and that is basically the mission of my content creation. This is more YouTube specific, but it's still giving me some ideas for Twitch and stuff, so that's good. Opting aren't clarity and focus how they grade diamonds. Yes, I am a diamond. Don't you know that, Opting? We're diamonds. You know the song "Shine Bright Like a Diamond." That is us. Mandala, welcome back. You're done with work for the day. You're just posting a story. You're feeling a bit under the weather, so you're lying on your bed. You're wondering what I'm studying. So thanks for sharing. No worries. I'm glad that you've done your work for the day. Have you had a productive day? And good on you for resting and taking care of your physical health as well. Opting, you may still be coal. Every diamond starts out as a piece of coal. You know. So everyone has to start somewhere, right? I hold on. I really need to finish this tea. It's been sitting on my desk for 20 minutes and it's nearly cold. It's still just drinkable, but I don't like cold tea, as you may have known. You know. But yeah, that is what I'm studying is YouTube stuff. The this workbook that I'm going through, the questions that I've already answered, I started this last night. So the first question is, what is your background, expertise, or unique perspective that you can leverage to help you stand out? So I have problems with questions like these. To be completely honest, I really struggle with stuff like this because I was raised to lower my what I've done. In any achievements that I do in life, I was raised from young, I mean from really little, to downplay any and all achievements that I have, and to downplay any advantages that I might have, because by by bringing them up and holding them up high, you're kind of boasting, is what that's what I was raised. And I'm nearly 50 years old, and deprogramming all of that, especially, when you're in a forward facing thing like YouTube, content creation, you can't downplay your achievements. You can't sweep stuff like that under the rug, because it's integral to your content, and to figure out what you want to do. Mandala, you think it was a too productive day, but you got a good amount done and you're happy with that. You've got a bit of website work to do, but part one is done. Tomorrow is part two. Good job. That sounds awesome. I'm really glad that you are doing your tasks healthily. So even though you did a little bit too much today, um, you still got part one done, which is really good. So just for the rest of the day, just take care of yourself, your mental and your physical health, and concentrate on some downtime, much deserved downtime, I should say. Opting, I don't have a rug yet, so I've got nowhere to sweep my achievements. Eventually, of course, I'll install a rug, and that will be an achievement. Wait, does that mean I need to sweep my rug under my rug? Wouldn't that cause a um oh my god, word, help me out here. Paradox. Wouldn't that cause a paradox? And like blow up time itself or something? It's just rugs all the way down. I like it. I like it. So, yeah, so my background expertise and unique perspective that I came up with, okay, is that I am the parent, carer of a young, my son, of a young adult who is autistic. So he's 23 years old, and I have 23 years of experience with, in particular, this one autistic person. But as a result of knowing what it's like to live with someone who has severe autism, um, I know what it's like to have very little free time. So, because for the first, I would say for the first 13 to 16 years of Paul's life, of my son's life, I was spending, I would say, the vast majority of my day with him, keeping him occupied, because he was high maintenance. He's now full into teenage mode and prefers to stay in his room all day doing his own things. But when he was younger, he wanted to be around me the entire time. If him and I were at home at the same time, which most of the time we were, like when he was home from school, he wanted to be around me the entire day. From the time that he woke up to the time that he went to bed, he wanted to be with me. And so I know exactly what it's like to not have very much personal free time. So that's good. Mandala, if I filled those questions out as my best friend, like how my best friend sees you and my accomplishments, um, that's a good idea. When you feel stuck, you pretend like you're your best friend and you write it, because your best friend would never let you downplay anything. That is a really good piece of advice, Mandala. I like that. I really do. I'm gonna have to remember that. I might not even share that with some of the people that's taking this course with me, because it's a live course. There's live streams once or twice a week, and the workbooks are all drip fed to us. All of the coursework is drip fed to us. So yeah, everyone that's in this course we're all doing it together, basically. Um, so yeah, I might, if it's okay, give that piece of advice to everyone else to help them out. Opting, I should get Rock to fill it out for me. Very pogger. 69 hours a fortnight. You've got to do a proper meander now, so proper lurk. No worries, Opting. Enjoy your meander. So yeah, another thing that I've got, so for that first question is I have actually taken, it was an online course, but I have taken a course in interior design, and I passed the course. I did not pay for the certificate at the end because it was like $100 US, and I can't afford that right now. But I did pass the course. So through taking that course, I'm able to take real world design principles and apply them to life simulation games such as The Sims and Paralyze. So, um, you know, that's another thing that I've got under my belt. I've been playing The Sims and life simulation games since 2002. I know that the original Sims came out in the year 2000 over in the States, but I wasn't able to get my hands on it until like early 2002. But yeah, I have been playing the Sims for over 20 years. So I know I don't know everything about the Sims games, but I know a lot. And what I do know, I'm able to share or am willing to share, you know. Mandala, I can totally share it. Oh, thank you so much. We are worse critics and loved ones can see our light better than we do sometimes. That is very, very true. Definitely. So I've that one question. Okay. Oh, and I'm also part of the LGBT community. You know, I'm gay and trans. So through that I'm able to be a proper safe space, you know, safe space led by someone who is LGBT. So that's another thing that isn't so much unique because there's a lot of LGBT people out there, especially streamers and content creators. So that isn't unique, but it is something that I have that I can share with people. So, and that one question, by the way, when I did that last night, that took me nearly an hour. That one question took me nearly an hour to answer and to type out. Which, yeah, isn't ideal, but I am finding that as as I answer these questions, that I am at least able to answer them a little bit faster because I can refer back to the previous questions to help me answer the question that I'm currently on. So, and by the way, if you are a content creator or if you create anything, feel free to take these questions that I'm going through and through this workbook and apply it to yourself. Even if you're not a content creator or anything like that, these are still good questions to ask yourself about things, you know? Especially like if you're, you know, I can see some of these questions being good for like if you're looking for a job, you know, because some of these questions or variations of these questions are asked a lot in job interviews. So Mandala, being a safe space for people is so needed in today's times. We live in isolation more than we realize, and people of safety who see and hear us is a beautiful accomplishment. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I completely agree. Hold on, I need to clear my throat. I'm gonna mute the microphone for just a second so that I can properly cough. There we go. Sorry about that. Um, every once in a while, I had the flu a couple of weeks ago, and since then I've had this cough from the flu is just hanging on, and I sometimes get in like almost lumps like in my throat where I need to cough and clear my throat. But if I'm live streaming or recording, I don't like doing it because yeah, it's loud. I need to remember I can mute the mic, you know? So the second question that I answered last night was, what transformation or outcome do people want when they watch your type of content? Again, I found this difficult, but I looked through comments and my analytics on YouTube and realized that a lot of the comments that I get are people who are having problems with The Sims 4, who are confused about specific bugs or mechanics in The Sims 4, and people who just need a little boost of confidence. So a lot of my content is, yeah, a lot of the comments are like people saying, "Thank you for this video. You helped me fix this problem, and now I can go back to playing my game." So I wrote, people are wanting a fix-it-fast solution, so they can fix the problem that they're having and get back to playing within the course of like 5 minutes. People who frequent my videos, not necessarily my live streams, because my live streams are more personality focused. So, but my videos themselves are like cheats and commands and hacks, you know. And a lot of people are look for specific things, so I can provide that easily. People don't want to grind. A lot of the people that watch my videos about The Sims 4 are storytellers, and they're specifically trying to create and tell, you know, specific stories in The Sims 4. So my videos, according to the comments that I've gotten on a lot of my videos help people, you know, like cheat a skill so that they can get specific interactions unlocked with their Sims, so that they can, you know, tell the story better, tell the story that they want to tell better, if that makes sense, and so on. So yeah, that's the outcome that people want, that I found anyway, based on comments and analytics, when people watch my videos. So that's pretty good. So the short version of that is from stuck to playing fast. That is the short version. And my analytics, my retention, my comments all point to that. So that's good. And the 3 questions that I answered in this latest focus was, what is missing from existing content in my niche that my audience desperately needs? What do I not like about how others make content in my niche? And are there any advantages that I have compared to others in my niche? I haven't quite completed that one. I'm still working on it. But the other 2, basically, have you noticed content creators in the Sim that do Sims 4 content? They do, there's challenges. There's, you know, they do long legacy challenges. They do random cast challenges, random build challenges. When you see a guide, it's always the ultimate guide to X, or 50 things you didn't know about Y, you know, and so on. So, and I've noticed, looking through my analytics and you know, the view spike graph that you get on YouTube, that a lot of people are looking for one specific problem, finding my video, watching the solution for that one specific problem in like a 20-minute video, and then they leave. So what that tells me is that I need to concentrate on short videos that solve one problem. That's so far what I'm getting from my analytics. Oh, and that is the end of the break. Now, it says that all Pomodoros are done. Life is good. And we are. We've got another 20 minutes left. Now, I was going to go ahead and do another focus, but we've been live for nearly 2 hours, and we do not have a full 20 minutes of focus time left. So, let's just continue chatting for another few minutes. If you all don't mind, if you all don't mind me just chatting away with you all. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this course so far that I've been taking. It's really opened my mind, and given me loads of ideas on how to go forward with my YouTube channel at least. So we'll see how it goes. Um, Now I do need to figure out how to clear the Pomodoro. So let's see. I think that would be to. Whoops, wrong window, wrong window. I'm typing in the wrong place. It's fine, it's fine. Timer, help. Ah, there we go. So we can set the timer for the Pomo back down to 0 out of 5. There we are. So we're all prepped for tomorrow. Just as a reminder to you all, first I want to say a huge thank you for everyone who's dropped in today. This is brand new daytime streams, so it's gonna take a while for everyone to find me again. I haven't done daytime streams in over 2 years. And I'm really excited to get back into the swing of daytime streams. The reason why I haven't done daytime streams for a while is because the previous place that we lived in, I didn't have my own space. So, hi McCloud, you've enjoyed the morning. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the day. But yeah, in our old place, I couldn't do daytime streams because when COVID happened and the lockdown happened, my housemate started working from home, like everyone did. Everyone started working from home that could work from home, and my housemate was one of those people, and I had to stop doing daytime streams because he was working during the day, and he has like loads of meetings throughout the day. So me doing live streams during the day became impossible. I tried going into doing daytime streams in the conservatory of the old place, and it just didn't work out. It was either too hot or too cold. So yeah, but so I had to give up daytime streams and start just doing night streams only. But now that I've got my own little room, that isn't too hot or too cold. It is roasting in here. It is quite warm in here. But that's because I've got a radiator and it's a small room, but it's not nearly as, you know, temperature extreme as the conservatory was, which is fantastic. McLeod, unfortunately, you've been mostly lurking. Oh, that's absolutely fine. The daytime streams are meant for lurkers, to be honest, because most people are working, especially if you live in the UK. And if you're living in the US, you're probably getting up and getting ready to work. So that's absolutely fine. It's just how daytime streams are. But yeah, I am really happy that I can start doing the daytime streams again. So for those of you, while we're getting used to the new schedule, I am going to constantly remind you all what the new schedule is. The new schedule is Not guaranteed, but for the most part, I am going to try to get daytime streams on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 10 to noon, and then from 2 to 4. And the reason why we're doing it separated like that instead of straight on from 10 to 4 is because, and we're taking that 2 hour break between. The reason why is because that way I've got that 2 hours so I can have lunch. I can go and run off and do, chores and um, appointments and stuff like that during the day. So, Mandela, and that's UK time, by the way, for those of you who aren't in the UK. Mandela, you'll be here to lurk and work with me tomorrow when I'm on again because the time difference isn't trashy for you. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I hate time zones. I really hate time zones because a lot of people that watch me are from the United States or North America. Um, so like I know that my mod Rock, he got here at I think 1 o'clock this afternoon. Or sorry, not 1 o'clock. He got here at 11 o'clock this morning for the morning stream, and it was like 5 a.m. his time. So I know that for the North American people, that yeah, the time zones absolutely, time difference absolutely stinks, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But yeah, we've got Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 10 a.m. UK time to noon, and again 2 p.m. UK time to 4. And then evening streams are Thursdays and Fridays. We've got the evening streams. Thursday night is me. I'm going to be playing Minecraft this year. I've got the Portal Project Challenge, which is a challenge that I've created. If you are here for my Sims 4 Portal Project Challenge, it is a continuation of that, where my character, in the Sims 4, my character had to found an old abandoned mansion, found an old journal in the mansion, and was tasked, in the journal, via the journal, was tasked with rebuilding the portal to help rescue the person who built the portal and got stuck in an alternate universe. And at the end of last year, our sim went through the portal and found themselves in Minecraft. So we're continuing the Portal Project Challenge from there, and it's going to be absolutely loads of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. McLeod, Thursday and Friday night streams. Yes, you must keep reminding yourself. Friday nights, so that's Thursdays. Friday is um, pretty much loads of different games, but it's hopefully mostly going to be Minecraft with my son. So last Friday, my son Paul played Minecraft live on stream with a and it was loads of fun. It was an absolute blast watching how his mind works, and just watching him play Minecraft, doing whatever he wanted to do. So that was fun, and I'm hoping that I can get him to come back most if not every Friday. So we'll see how that goes. On the weeks that he doesn't want to live stream, because I'm not going to force him to do it, but the weeks that he doesn't want to do it, then we'll play something from my Steam library, and we'll see how it goes. Nicolad, you were lurking on Friday. It was good to see Paul. It was amazing that I could actually get him live on stream. I mean, he was on camera. He talked, which is absolutely just, it was so sweet to watch him do that. It really was. And I'm really, really hoping that it will help him learn how to socialize more and get him out of his shell a little bit more, and just teach him a little bit, and help him to be more, I guess, personable, because his vocabulary is very limited, and I really am hoping that by doing this, he's able to build his self confidence a little bit. So that would be loads of fun and a good thing to do. Mandala, you're 2 hours ahead of me as you're in South Africa. Oh, that's cool. One of the people, Chrissy, who is in the Sims Creator Network, she is in South Africa as well. I know of a couple people who live in South Africa, so he was having fun. He really was. It was so sweet. Anyway, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead. We're going to my son is due home from college any minute. So that's another reason why we're ending the daytime streams at 4 p.m. because I don't want to be live when he gets home because he has his own routine when he gets home from college. It's things like, he likes chatting with me, telling me what he's done, although it's very limited. And he likes doing emotion faces and talking about his Furbies for like half an hour after he gets home. So I need to make sure that I'm not doing anything so that he has that outlet. So Mandala, Chrissy YT, you're a big fan of hers. Chrissy is such a sweetheart. I absolutely love her. She's such a nice person. She really is. So anyway, my friends, I will see you all tomorrow. Mandala, we must have a beautiful day. Oh, we will. We definitely will. We'll enjoy the rest of our day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Remember to look after yourselves, both physically and mentally. Take loads of regular breaks if you're still working. 10 a.m. tomorrow, my friends. Don't forget. I'll see you later. Bye.